So I decided to put an outlet up here on the ropes of the Kubota tractor. And when I first decided to do this, what made me want to do this is I purchased 2 cameras to put on the tractor. I'm hoping that I can get one to shoot this way and one to shoot that way, and get some decent footage. But everybody uses GoPro, and I looked at GoPro, and it's right expensive for GoPro. So I did find an alternative, but even with both the GoPro and the alternative, the longevity of the battery is an issue. The battery doesn't always last for very long, and a lot of times when, I don't know how, I'm sure other people make tractor videos probably more professional than I do, but typically when I make them, I turn the camera on and I try to get the work done, and then I'll come back and I'll cut it and splice it and take out the parts that are good for the video results that I'm trying to achieve. So the camera could run for however long I'm doing the job, 5-6 hours or more. Well, a battery is not going to last that long. In fact, the memory card is not going to last that long, but it's a 32 gigabyte memory card, so it will last for, I think it'll last for 9 hours, I believe. That's what they said. So anyway, I decided to put an outlet up here, and the outlet that I need is a USB output that I can plug the camera into. So at first I thought, well, I'll get a cigarette lighter and wire that into here for a car, and then I'll get the USB adapter and plug it in there, and then I'll have 2 ports on that to plug my cameras into. Well, I went to Walmart, started looking around, and they actually have a dual USB power outlet. Okay, it's let me get my glasses on so I can read it. It's got a I guess this is an item number or model number. It's 1800 3W. 1800 3W as in white. Okay, and basically what it's got a cigarette lighter power outlet and 2 USB outputs for charging batteries. And I figured, why not? I mean, I can use this this additional power outlet right here if I'm out on the tractor, and I've got one of these lights that you plug in your cigarette lighter. It's like a spotlight, it shines real far, and I could I could find a place on the tractor to keep that, and in the event I needed it, I could plug that in there at night and shine it around or whatever. I may not ever use that port, I don't know, but my cameras, I'm hoping, will plug into here and here. Now this is made to mount under the dash. I don't want to drill any holes in the rocks, so what I did, I bought some double adhesive tape, and what I bought is made by Loctite. Okay, and it says holds 100 pounds per roll. So that's, if you use the whole roll, it'll hold 100 pounds. We're not going to be able to use the whole roll, but you know what? We're not trying to hold 100 pounds either. So I put some on the back of this piece of plastic, all the way down. This is just plastic, and I'm going to adhere it right to here, and I push the wires all the way through. This is my light control box right here that I built, and it's got a switch in it so you can turn these 2 lights on either side of me on. And I know a lot of people use the LED lights and whatnot, but I bought these lights at Harbor Freight. They seem to work fine. I built rotaries for them, so you just you pull this out and you can rotate this thing around and put it wherever you want it, and it locks into place. It's spring loaded. So, but this is not something that I bought. This is something I machined out there on the lathe, and it's, you know, it's spring loaded, so, you know, it locks into place like that, and you can shine it wherever you want. So I can flip both of them around this way if I want, or right now I got one out the front and one out the back. So I'm going to hook this into the power side, which will be over here inside of this piece of flax right here. So I just, you know, routed the wire right straight through and over here, and I'm going to hook it up over here, and I'm going to adhere this to right here. So first thing we need to do is we need to get it good and clean. So we're going to put some rubbing alcohol up here. We're going to clean this real good. And if we, once we get it nice and clean and let that rubbing alcohol evaporate, I'll go ahead and I'll pull the backing tape off of here, and we'll go ahead and stick it up on there, and it'll be in place, and then it'll just be a matter of coming in here, and we'll open this up just like this, and we'll find our ground wire and our power wire, and we'll hook into that, and then we'll stick it all back inside this piece of flex right here. So let's see. It looks like it's pretty much dry now. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get the stuff off the back. Okay, and then we're just going to come up here and right to the edge, and we're just going to push this right on up against there like that. Okay, and I think that's going to work. Now, at first I was thinking that I might take and put this around the back so that when I'm driving this way, rain or snow or anything else won't be going flying up in there. But then I kind of decided against that, because I think what I'm gonna do, I got some rubber roofing that it's sort of like they use it on top of RV trailers. When they build RV trailers, basically they put down a rubber roof first before they put the metal roofing on top. So I'm going to cut a piece of that, and we're going to use some more of this double adhesive tape, this Loctite tape, and we're going to clean this across here. Okay, I got a little rough spot right there, so we're going to sand that down a little bit. We might even touch that up with some paint. Then we're going to clean this with alcohol. We're just going to cut a piece of that rubber roofing just long enough to hang down here, and we're going to adhesive right there and just let it naturally fall down in front of this thing. And other than the fear of bugs getting in there and building nests and stuff like that, you know, the main purpose is just to keep the water out. So if it'll keep the water out, that'd be good. If it ends up not working, then you know, this thing is just, it's stuck up on here. I'm sure you could take it back off if you needed to. So if the thing ends up not working, then hey, I don't mind backtracking and starting over again. But anyhow, just kind of want to make a little video and show this. A lot of people probably don't realize that this is available, but we're going to see how it works. I got it up on there. I'm going to get some electrical testers and figure out which one of these wires, because I can't remember which one I use as a hot. I'm pretty sure this one right here is the ground wire, so we'll go ahead and get that figured out and hook into there, and then get this back and test it out. Okay, so as you can see, the blue indicator light, I got it all hooked up, and it's working. And I actually tested it by plugging in a cell phone, and it did charge the cell phone. I don't have my light here; it's in the truck, so I couldn't try this out, but I'm sure it works. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just cut a piece of rubber roofing material and use the adhesive and put on here just to cover that up and keep water out of it. But I think it's going to serve its purpose, hopefully, very well.